Hi, today we're going to be looking at doing some tracking. We're going to do two different kinds. We're going to blur his face out and track it as he walks, and then we're going to add a call out above her head and put some text in it. So we're going to kind of make him like the mystery man, and then we're going to have a call out above her head that says, "Who is he?" And we'll do this in two parts, one to do the blur and one to do the call out. All right, to create the blur, we will go to the color page. Again, a lot of controls, not using them all. Don't be intimidated. So what we'll do is we use this window tool. We will use a circle. And we'll make him a little smaller by grabbing the corner. Move him by grabbing the center. We'll place him right on his head. Just bring him down some. That should be good. Maybe a little bit bigger. Get all his head. That's probably good. Now, to blur it, click on the blur tool, come over here, grab your radiuses, bring them all the way up. And now you see he's blurred, but we're not tracking it yet. So come over here to the tracker tool, turn off 3D and rotate. I already have these off, but these are usually checked on when you start, but make sure you check these two off. And then just click track forward and reverse. And there it goes. Now, if you want to see what it looks like, we'll come back over here, hit play. And there you see, as he walks and turns and moves, the blur follows with him. So it's not a static fixed spot on the screen. If you didn't add the tracking, that blur would remain where it was on the screen and not follow him. And that's how you add a blur. Adding the callout. To add the callout, we will work in the Fusion page. So we'll jump to the Fusion page. In our Fusion panel down here, right click, add tool, tracking, tracker. And I'll just drag him over here because we're going to put him in the middle here. The one thing I always do first when I'm doing tracking this way is I come up here to select my tracker. I come up to operation and I change match move. If you don't do this, you will confuse yourself later on because you'll forget to do this and then you won't see anything. So I try to make it a habit to always come up and do this first. Okay, now we will bring that arrow to there and that arrow to there. Now we have our tracker. Now you see your tracker in your panel up here. The way you use this, if you bring your cursor over your tracker, you will see it change. Okay, you have two boxes. The center box has a crosshair on it, and you notice in the upper left corner it has a node handle. Okay, that crosshair, that is going to be, you want to put that on the point you want to follow or track. The node handle, you click that, and you see how your cursor changes. So I'm going to move this down. I'm going to put this right here. And the reason I'm using this point is because there's a very good contrast between her shirt and her skin tone. So it's very easy for the tracker to follow it. So we have our tracker. We have our point picked for it to track. Now, to make it track, we'll come back over here to the tracker and just track forward, and it will follow. And you just let this run through until it finishes. That way it tracks from one end of your video to the other. And there we have our tracker, and it says, okay, and we're good. So now we want to actually pull in our picture. So we'll come up here to our media pool, and we'll bring him in. Now, if we just go connect this to here, we got a big giant tracker or a big giant call out. We don't need that. So we need to transform this and make it smaller and move it. That's why I'm using a transform node instead of a resize node. So come over here to our transform. So we've added our transform node. We will connect our call out to the yellow input on the transform, and then the output of the transform to the green input on the tracker. And there we are. So our transform, there's a couple different ways you can move this stuff around. You can use these markers here, or you can use your node stuff over here. So to make it small, I'm going to come over and click on the corner, and then I'll just drag it down. And then to move it, I will click on this dot, and I will move it over here above her head. It's still a little bit big, so bring it down a little bit more. That's probably good. And we'll bring it down. And now you have your call out, and since we've already added our tracker, we'll come back over here and we'll play it. And there your call out is following her along. Follow right to the end. Oh, go back to the beginning over here. Come back over to our Fusion page. Now let's add some text. Doesn't do any good to have a call out without some text in it. So I'll grab these two here and move them up because I need a little more space. These three down a little bit. So we wanted to add some text. So let's add a text. And we'll slide him over here. Text can be, who is this? And again, make your font anything you want. I'll just leave it like that. I don't have it plugged anywhere. Now, we can't just plug the text anywhere because we don't have any more inputs left. So we will need to add a merge node. So let's disconnect this. Add our merge node in. Okay. So output from here, yellow input here, output from your merge, green input here. And put our text in. This not to the blue node, to the blue arrow, but to the green arrow. And there's my text. Now, again, I could size and move my text in the text node, but I'll do it in the merge node. It makes a little more sense when you get up here and start playing it. So, again, grab my center point, move it up. I actually didn't grab the center point. Move it over, a little bit big. Bring our size down. Now it fits right in the box, in the call out. Now we go back over here to the edit page and hit play. There we have it. We have a call out with text inside of it, following as she moves down the beach. So who is this mystery man? There you have it. That's how you can track an object or blur an object in Davinci Resolve. Hope you found this useful, informative, and have a good day.